Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They got to get kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Smith. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And here's the 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for him. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 30. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they'll just head straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They'll have him no gain.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Chargers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on third down now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies. And that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Next the score, Seahawks 21, Chargers 0.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, and to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now, here's a throw that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and 4. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Geno on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they keep... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 79 yards. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 30 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
On first down, Smith. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack on first down, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Herbert being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert going deep here for Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. And some room to roam. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 47 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. DeAndre Carter. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and picked up by the Chargers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 125 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Hopkins will need an extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now Geno. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And this is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 47 yards. yards. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Herbert on first down now. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Up the middle with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Herbert. This is caught. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a